Grazie. Ciao. Welcome to Naples, southern Italy. I believe this is the most Italian way to start the video. So I think we're gonna have a fun day today. This is one of the more random videos I've ever come up with. I'm just here in Italy. I decided to record my travels. I'm gonna take you along with me. So let's go do that. Che questo?
Questo è TikTok. Veniamo a TikTok. Sono con un ragazzo americano, Tony. Guardate che bel ragazzo. Tu sei TikToker? Sì?
Sì, più o meno.
Più o meno. Io sono number one. Qua a Napoli lui è straniero. Ha detto voglio fare una foto con Gianni. I TikToker.
So, what I was always told was that if you wanted to see the most Italian place in Italy, you need to go to Naples, southern Italy. And this is indeed a very lively city. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this might also be the most ghetto-looking, dirtiest city I've ever seen in Europe as well. But hey, it's got character. What I really like about this neighborhood is like all the random shrines and memorials and stuff that you see lying around. Like here's just a big one dedicated to the Pope, I guess. Una domanda, cosa è questo?
San Gennaro.
San Gennaro?
Santo di Napoli.
Non abbiamo in America.
Lo capito.
There you go. So it's like dedicated to a saint, basically. But you see stuff like this all over the neighborhood. I've seen some stuff dedicated to like soccer players, football players, excuse me, local legends. Right here you got a bunch of posters dedicated to this guy right here, Diego Maradona, one of the greatest football players ever from Argentina. Maradona.
Maradona, sì.
Ha giocato?
Sì.
La squadra di Napoli?
Sì.
Sì, ok. Ho vissuto in Argentina.
Sì, sì, sì. Infatti.
Ok. Grazie.
Grazie.
Ciao.
Mandiamo un messaggio.
Mi piace questo. Non abbiamo in America.
Mi piace? Paniere.
Paniere.
Americano, spiace che lo parla.
A Naples delivery system right there. By the way, do you like my Italian? Not gonna lie to you. Been learning it for about 1 week. So, I'm not saying I'm gonna understand everything here, but I'm surprised by how much I do. That's Spanish. Knowing Spanish, that does a lot of heavy lifting out here. Vocabulary, not so different. You guys Mormons?
Yes, we are.
You are?
Yeah.
You got Mormons out here in Naples? I'm from New York.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma. He's from Arizona.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're everywhere. We're worldwide.
I believe that now.
Yeah.
You're in the heart of Catholicism.
Yeah,
I saw you guys. I heard your American accent.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah,
I thought that was
where you
crazy.
from, bro?
How you doing? I'm from New York.
New York, amen.
Parlate italiano? Of course. Certo.
How do you speak Italian?
I've been learning it for 1 week, to be honest with you.
Really? Wow.
But I love languages.
Amen.
Kind of like you guys.
Yeah.
You learn the language everywhere you go.
Yeah, we try.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever want to come to church, our church is on Via Arenaccia.
There's over 20,000 members in Italy.
I would have never expected that. Nice. Well, good luck.
Hey,
it's nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
nice to meet you, bro.
Hey, have a blessed
See you
day.
later. This really is the ghetto. Okay. Not going that way. Now, one of the reasons I've heard for why Naples is such a dirty city, apparently, is because of the mafia. Some real Tony Soprano style shit. The mob is running all the waste management companies, and they're not doing a good job of it, apparently. Yo, I love the way that the lamp is just like in the middle of the street there. I don't even know why they set it up like that. And then like half the glass on the lamp is missing. Yo, you can make like a very strong argument that this city is a complete shithole, but I love it. I love it. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like the 1910s Lower Manhattan that all the Italians came over. No shade intended. Il centro storico è lontano da qui?
A piedi sì.
Ah, sì?
Un po' sì.
10 minuti? 20 minuti?
20 minuti, sì, camminare sempre dritto.
Com'è la vita qui?
Beh,
Buona?
Buona, sì, sì.
Buona.
Buona.
It's all a matter of perspective. You could be living next to piles of trash. It's all about your attitude. Life is good. La dolce vita. Here we're coming up on a big street side market. I mean, this doesn't look like the farmer's market in Manhattan. This looks like a daily necessities right here. Come stai?
Piacere, amico.
Sono americano, mi piace questo.
Questo qua, così.
Ah sì, sì. Come mafia.
Vabbè, piacere.
Ah, va bene, va bene. So a perhaps not so fun fact is that Naples was heavily bombed during World War II. As you may know, Italy was part of the Axis powers, and the British came in, started leading a bombing campaign. Later on, Italy gave up before Germany, but the Germans actually came in and took over the city and wanted to keep the fight going. It was actually the local people of Naples that kicked the Germans out. One of the few instances of that happening in the war. So I was about to say, apparently in Naples they have a metro, but the whole thing's closed. Don't know if it's just for today. Don't know if it's for the whole month, for the whole year. This city is wild looking. Oh man. There's graffiti everywhere, trash everywhere. And I don't think you can blame this one on the migrants. There's plenty of other cities in Europe you can blame on the migrants, but not this one. This is an OG Southern Italian deal right here. Bangladesh? Oh, okay. America. Speak English also? How long have you been here?
I'm been here 3 months.
3 months. Okay. Is good? Italy? Good for work?
I don't live there.
Which is cleaner, Naples or Bangladesh?
I cannot say that because Bangladesh.
I think Bangladesh might be cleaner.
Right
There you go. Yeah, I believe that is the biggest migrant group in Italy. Bangladeshis. If you go to like Rome or Milan, you'll see them like running little shops. You'll see them walking around selling flowers, beers, water bottles. No touching? Is this very popular? Molte persone comprare? See? Okay. I mean, hey, you gotta respect the hustle. Leave it to the Muslim immigrant to sell the most haram magnet I've ever seen in my life. I guess this is the part with all the tourists. Still pretty dirty though. Still pretty. I like how they keep the theme going for the whole city. So I'm currently climbing all the way up to this castle thing that sits on a hill overlooking Naples. Bro, this looks like Latin America. It's like a Latin American favela. Like I said, you just see these shrines. You see these shrines like all over the place. It really adds like a distinctive touch to the city. Who said that white people don't have culture? Like, does anyone say that? I always thought that was kind of retarded. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this really is a climb. I'm winded. Goddamn. But you know what? There's a castle up there. I think I've said before, I love castles. Really love castles. Castles all day. Whew. All right, we made it to the top. Yes, sir, right up there is a castle. And right over here is an absolutely amazing, stunning view. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh Dio. Looking out that way, I believe we're looking towards the southern coast, and we're looking further south. southern Italy. You know, what's interesting is these regions that constitute what everyone considers to be the south of Italy, basically Naples, Calabria, Sicily, I forgot the name of the other one, there's a budget airline. Well, these areas, they were historically ruled by different groups. They were historically separate from the rest of Italy, and that's kind of why these regions are known for being a little more lively, having a different culture, maybe being a little more relaxed, a little more rural. Listen, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on the domestic rivalries of Italy, but there is some history in there. And guess what we're going to do in this video? We're not going to waste our time on the famous tourist sites like Rome and Venice. Not to say that those aren't nice, but you know how we do it on this channel. We're going to go into the historically mafia-dominated regions of Italy. That's right, southern Italy is also where the mafia came from. Before we do that, this city is famous for having the greatest pizza in the world. And a lot of you are gonna get mad at me and they're gonna be like, Tommy, how did you not try the pizza in Naples? And you know what, I'd agree with you. So let's go have a nice Napolitano pizza and we'll hit the road. We'll try out the Italian train system. I think we first gotta get out of the touristy area though. Never trust the pizza in the touristy area. Not even in Italy. I believe this is saying I can get a marinara pizza for €6. That sounds like a hell of a deal. Oh, no formaggio?
Formaggio? Quella non porta formaggio.
Formaggio.
Vuoi più mozzarella?
Gotta watch out here in Italy. Sometimes they don't put cheese on the pizza. Sono da New York. No abbiamo pizza come qui.
Questa viene da Sorrento.
Ok.
Perfetto, puoi mangiarla anche fresca, capito?
Alright. You know what, dog? Not gonna lie. It's really damn good. Was worried for a second there. No, that's good as hell. Killed the whole thing. Viva Napoli. Alright, there you go. Pizzeria Sandro Pizzettata. There you go. Can heavily recommend it. Whew. Pizza was like less greasy than the one in New York. Am I gonna say it's better than the one in New York? Well, that's a whole different argument.
Abbi paura di lui! Questo è Dio! Questo è amore!
See, so we're almost at the main train station of Napoli. I think it's reaching peak chaos right as we're about to leave. There seems to be like an informal swap meet set up like right outside the train station. A lot of migrants from all over the place. But yeah, let's go catch our train. So apparently my train is 15 minutes late. We're not in Switzerland. It's alright though. Come to Italy for the vibes and the food. You don't come for the punctual trains. That's all I'm telling you. We're about to catch a ride to a place called Reggio di Calabria. You know what that is? That's all the way down in the boot of Italy. Get into the boot. I'm gonna go kick somebody. Maybe we'll kick the drivers of this train so they get it started a bit faster. Whoa, wormhole activated. We are in Mexico. Vamos. It's summer and it's hot and you want to travel with your friends, with your family, and you need access to reliable mobile data. Now, as someone that travels way too much, what I can recommend more than anything is that you get an eSIM, and no one is better for that than Nomad eSIM. Nomad saves you time. Believe me, you don't want to waste time trying to get a SIM card after you just crossed the border. The more you use Nomad, the more value you get, the more time you have to spend on your trip, with your friends, with your family. So download the Nomad app and use the code NAMTOMMY to get more out of your next trip. Your eSIM will have Wi-Fi as soon as you arrive in the country and will auto switch to over 200 different destinations. It's free. You won't be hit with any shock roaming fees when you get back home. With a hotspot, you can easily share Wi-Fi with your laptop or with your friends. There's no need to pry open your phone and stick in a physical eSIM anymore. That's just annoying. You can also earn Nomad points with every eSIM you use. Take those points and put them towards a future trip. And you can get started on the Nomad app with the code NAMTOMMY. It's a quick, painless setup. Just pick a plan, install the eSIM, and activate. It's ready in minutes. Nomad eSIM has saved me so much time. I travel to so many countries, and it's so great to have the eSIM already working as soon as I land there. So download Nomad eSIM on the App Store today and use my code NAMTOMMY to save 20% off your first eSIM. Alright, so we're currently speeding through the farms and mountains of southern Italy. I was just informed that there is literally no food and no drinks sold on this entire 5-hour train journey. There's not even like a vending machine. It's out of order. Italia, perché? Alright, so we're almost there. This 5-hour train journey is apparently almost over. I think I might be the only one still on this train. The only person that took this train all the way from Naples to the tip of the boot of Italy. Here we are, a new part of southern Italy. Ooh, vending machine. This is, I believe, like a Italian Gatorade. I mean, you would hope so. Not trying to chug a Red Bull right now and stay up all night. Oh yeah, it's got that kind of Gatorade taste. You know what I mean? You know that like Gatorade kind of aftertaste? I don't know how to describe it, but if you've had Gatorade, you know what I'm talking about. That's what this drink tastes like. And here, just a few blocks from the train station, we can see some more Roman ruins. Isn't that cool? In Italy, you can just dig up anywhere and you find some Roman ruins. And actually, these might be Greek. I think I'm too tired to explain the history right now, but apparently this part of Italy was controlled by the Greeks for a while, and it was even founded by the Greeks. That is exciting. Some kind of party or something going on down there. It's Italy on a Thursday. Alright, after a bit of looking around, I found this nice little Airbnb run by an Italian mom and her adult daughter. Italian mom and her adult daughter. Not saying that's why I chose this place, but anyway, it looks pretty nice. Here we go. There's a bathroom. Let's get some sleep. We've had a big, long, fun day. And there's plenty more to come. A notable thing about this region is that it has the most powerful mafia in all of Italy. In fact, one of the most powerful criminal groups in the entire world, 'Ndrangheta. Don't know if that's gonna make my sleep any better or not. The Italian countryside. Olive oil, wine are two things that you won't find here. This is southern Italy. And here in the countryside, they just grow depression and sadness and emigration to the north and other countries. And very fittingly, it's in the impenetrable mountains of Calabria that it's said that the 'Ndrangheta mafia, that is a hard word to say, the 'Ndrangheta, they started here. It's a crazy story, but Apparently, there used to be piracy out on the Ionian Sea, and in order to defend the villages, defend what they had, the people migrated into the hills, into the mountains, and they ended up being quite the fortress, quite the stronghold against any invaders, including the future Italian police and government. Ciao. There goes a local man who is hopefully not in the mafia. So right here you have a monument to all the soldiers that came from this village and died in the 2 world wars. But what you won't find is a monument to all the people that have died in the mafia wars, which is because the 'Ndrangheta, they still exist. They're more powerful than ever. They're worldwide now. They've grown out of these tiny villages out here in the hills of Calabria.
Buongiorno. See, I'm going super American. These are my lovely hosts here in Radio Calabria.
Hi there.
Martina's mom. What's her mom's name? Anna. Yeah, it was a wonderful time. Why should people come and visit this region? I saw no tourists here at all.
No, because tourists have to discover this wonderful city because of the Museum of Reggio Calabria, because of the beautiful beaches we have, Scilla, Chianalea, and the history which came from an historical time from Greek and other ancient people who came here and built our beautiful historic center.
Thank you again. Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao.
And what's really cool is just a few steps from that Airbnb, you walk over here and you can look out and you see what that is over there? That is Sicily, one of the most famous islands in the world. It's not a country, it's almost a country within a country. It's very, very close, it's like right there. It's so close. We're about to go there right now. Are these like electric cars?
No, but these things they use for electric energy, so the sun energy, and then they use it for, I don't know if they worked actually, because they put it there, but then they don't work maybe. It's typical in Reggio.
It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. They're trying. So this is the ferry station. How do you say ferry in Italian?
No, this is the hydrofoil, the aliscafo.
Got it. Hydrofoil only for people.
Without cost. It's easy.
Thank you.
It's good.
See? You can see the friendliness of southern Italy. She came and dropped me off at the ferry ticket station. Sorry, not the ferry area, the hydrofoil. Anyway, we're about to buy a ticket. We're gonna get to Sicily.
Okay, grazie.
Ciao. So an interesting thing is that we're gonna take this boat across the Strait of Messina, and if you look at a map, it's so close. Like the boot of Italy and then Sicily, it's less than 2 miles wide, 3 kilometers or something. It's crazy. What's even crazier is that there's no bridge, and apparently that's just because, I don't know, the local weather conditions, the plate tectonics. That's beyond my pay grade to explain that, but it's a quick boat ride. All right, welcome to Sicily. Here's some form of modern art that welcomes you as soon as you step out of the ferry terminal. Am I gonna have to censor that? I don't know. Generally, if it's like a penis that's showing on a piece of art, do you have to censor that? I don't know. YouTube won't tell you. They'll just demonetize the video and take your money. Look at this super beautiful church. This is the Basilica of Messina. There's almost nobody here. You could be in Florence or Venice with a billion other people just trying to get a single glimpse of the nice stuff there. Or you could be here in Sicily and walking around like a homeless person like I am right now. Right, you can actually see like another crazy looking church up on the hill up there, and then like the spire of another one over there. Wow, beautiful city. Beautiful unknown city here in Sicily. But anyway, what I was thinking is, because Sicily is kind of a big island, we're gonna take a train to Palermo, which is the capital. And from there, what I'm thinking, we're gonna rent a car and drive around the Sicilian countryside. And I don't think it could get any more Italian than that. So let's go catch another train. All right, here we are at another train station, a Sicilian train station. And I find this kind of cool. You got like the schedule board up here, and you got the names of all these cities that are like super familiar to me, because there are cities around the world that were renamed with the same name. For example, Palermo, that's a super famous neighborhood in Buenos Aires where I lived for 2 years. And then you also got, over there, Syracuse. That's a big city in upstate New York. It just shows you how many Sicilian immigrants there were flooding out of here and into the Western Hemisphere, into the United States, obviously in New York, into Argentina, Brazil, all over the place. All right. Made it to the heart of Sicily. We made it to Palermo. Those are some extremely dirty train tracks coming in. This might be Napoli part 2. It was a beautiful train ride on the way over, though. Just like 99% of it was along the coast, just past my beaches, beautiful water. All right, so here we are in Palermo, and as you can see, not the cleanest city either, but I gotta say, this city has an interesting vibe to it, or at least an interesting aesthetic. Like, look at that over there. Looks like kind of like some favelas up on the mountain, except I think they're more like nice houses. Like it's like a nice favela. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Like Palermo is just built in between all these mountains and stuff. Sicily is an extremely mountainous island. I like it. I like it so far.
Prima volta che sei qua?
Prima volta, sì.
Bello Palermo, vero?
Bello, yeah.
Bello Palermo.
Mi piace.
Di dove sei?
America.
Ah,
Stati Uniti.
Bello.
Sì, sì.
Sì, già. Hai parenti No, è turista.
Buongiorno from Palermo. It's the next morning. Ended up not doing much last night. Had a bit of a migraine. If you've ever had one of those, you know how much that sucks. We're gonna get back on the road today. As I said, I'm kind of winging it with this video, and you're kind of along for the ride. What I was thinking is, since we're on Sicily, and we haven't quite truly explored the countryside yet, why don't we do that? I looked up online. Apparently there's some pretty cool castles out in the mountains of Sicily, and I think if we do that, we might just see, quote unquote, the real Sicily, the real Italy, the real... I need a coffee. What's funny is I just made a classic American mistake when ordering this. I tried to get a latte. In Italy, a latte is just a giant glass of milk, so I had to be like, sorry, I meant the cappuccino, and then he just dumped the glass of milk into this, and now I have an actual coffee. Latte actually just means milk in Italian, so I should have known that. And also I spilled coffee all over my table's a bit wobbly. Also, I'm an idiot. So, in Naples, you had the Camorra. In Calabria, you had the Ndrangheta. In Sicily, you have arguably the most famous mafia of all, La Cosa Nostra. And here, something very significant happened. Under this unassuming looking tree is a memorial to a judge that was actually killed by a car bomb by the Cosa Nostra back in, I believe it was the 90s. You had something called the Mafia Wars. This was when the different mafia factions of Sicily were fighting each other for control over the entire island. And then once one family became dominant, they were called the Corleones, by the way. Literally, the Corleones. Once the Godfather was in power, they started just taking out judges, prosecutors. Sicily was wild back in the day.
È stato esplosivo una bomba, è finita Borsellino e tutta la scorta, tutta. Questa è la lapida.
Sì. Saluto. Com'era la vita qui 40 anni fa, durante la guerra di mafia?
Guarda, non era molto diversa da adesso. Cioè, c'erano però... è vero che questi eventi che si ripetevano molto spesso comunque creavano un clima di tensione. E lo sentivamo tutti. Io ero ragazzina, insomma, ho cominciato da ragazzina a sentire, ho avuto pure vicino a casa mia, ce ne sono stati un paio.
E adesso è più sicuro?
Adesso non se ne sono più sentiti di questi.
Non più con questa frequenza.
Sì.
È un brutto pezzo di storia purtroppo che va raccontata, perché fa parte della storia anche di questa terra.
La mafia. Oh, look at this view over here. These views you get in Italy, like in the most unexpected places.
Solo questa?
Solo.
4 euro. Ciao, grazie.
Grazie. Love the vibes down here. A man there's just selling cherries out of a van. He could be giving out candy instead, but he's selling cherries. Gotta support the Sicilian economy. About 30 miles, 30 kilometers west of where we just were, you have an even more important monument to a mafia atrocity. In fact, this might be the most important monument. So the story is, in 1992, another judge, Giovanni Falcone, he was like the anti-mafia judge. He was like leading the charge against the Cosa Nostra. He had just flown in from Rome. The Cosa Nostra was tracking him, and as you can hear just behind me, there's a highway right here. The Cosa Nostra planted explosives and planned to ambush him, which they did. It was a giant terrorist attack. They blew up the highway. They killed him, his wife, 3 police officers, and injured many more. It was a shocking attack, and it single-handedly turned most of Italy against the mafia. You can see a big sign right over there that says "No Mafia." Nowadays, of course, the mafia, well, it's not completely gone. It's not quite like the days of the 80s, the 90s. Cosa Nostra, their power has greatly diminished, although they're not gone. I would say of the 3 major mafia groups, the 3 famous ones, it sounds like the 'Ndrangheta, the ones in Calabria, are the ones who are still going strong. And that might be because they're the one mafia that took the approach of, you know what, maybe we don't have to kill people all the time. Let's only do that when it's absolutely necessary. And so, they're still out there selling coke around the world. By the way, driving in Italy, especially urban Italy, definitely an experience. You gotta make like these crazy turns. They got these narrow little streets. Definitely builds a sense of community, probably, but not meant for modern vehicles. Look at this drive that we're doing. Feels like we're driving into a fairy tale or something. The Italian countryside. Alright, here we are on a hilltop Italian village in the Sicilian countryside. Man, look at the views. I think I've accidentally discovered like a hidden gem here. Is it wrong of me to not want to tell you what the name of this place is? And what's really amazing is that, God, there's almost nobody here. Well, there must be somebody here. Somebody's ringing that bell, but considering how beautiful this place is, it's crazy. Come la vita qui?
Qua poche persone.
Poche persone?
Poche persone. Lavoro poco.
Lavoro poco? Dove sono le persone? Si sono trasferito?
No, le persone, la popolazione più anziani sono morti, poi i giovani, lavoro non ce n'è, se ne vanno fuori.
Ah, ok.
Se ne vanno al nord.
Al nord?
Al nord.
Milano.
Milano.
È triste perché è bellissimo.
È bellissimo.
Yep, that makes sense. That's exactly what I've heard about southern Italy. No jobs. All the young people moving out. Going to the north. Apparently there's like this big north-south rivalry in Italy. Like the jobs are in the north, but they're a little more serious, a little bit colder. They don't have the warm, sociable traits of the south. I guess this is the town market right here. I know that guy. All about Lenin. Everyone's favorite communist. I actually walked past like a pro-communist march in Rome. It all makes sense now. I guess sometimes it's hard to walk through Italy without going through a communist parade. But hey, this is Rome. There's the Colosseum down there. Il tuo gatto?
No, no.
No?
Di strada.
Ah, di
Gli
strada.
diamo da mangiare però.
Ah.
E da bere.
Tu vieni da qui?
Sì, io abito qui.
Ah, wow, ok. Come la vita qui?
È molto lenta.
Molto lenta.
Molto
sì.
lenta ma buona. Aria buona, acqua
Sì.
buona, mangiare
Sì.
buono.
Mangiare buono?
Sì.
Ah, Italia, Sicilia.
Sì.
Sono da New York.
Ah, ok.
Sì, molto bello.
Do you like this?
Yeah, I like it. Oh, you speak English too.
Oh, a little bit.
That's crazy. What's your name?
My name is Mariella.
Mariella. Very nice to meet you. Buongiorno. How you doing?
He's my
New
dad.
York.
He's my dad.
That's your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice to meet you. Buon lugar per mangiare.
Per
Sì.
mangiare. Ristorante,
Allora,
Sì.
ristorante.
Puoi
Ristorante,
mangiare qui, puoi mangiare in piazza.
In piazza. As you may know, they have more than just pizza in Italy. They also have ravioli. That looks pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. Look at that view. Bellissimo. It's probably some Italian American in New York right now watching this. Tears in your eyes, just thinking, the motherland. Yes, my friends. Yes, my friend. This is your homeland. It's not my homeland, but it's nice. I can appreciate it all the same. Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell you where I am. If I do, the Instagram girls are going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to keep this a secret. Just between you and me. Shh. Scusa, il castello.
Già arrivato.
Già arrivato.
Il muro di fronte è il castello.
Finally, coming upon a castle here. Oh Dio, mamma mia, look at this. Look at this right here. There's nobody here. King of the castle, king in the castle. Obviously this castle has seen better days. It's a little bit ruined, but wow. Whoa. What's up? Who wants to come get it? Normans? You want some of this? Huh? Spanish? Get the hell out of here. This is the new Italian Empire. Well, maybe not. I mean, obviously these villages out in the countryside, as beautiful as they are, as that man told us, they are rapidly depopulating. And pretty soon, probably a majority of these villages will just be ghost towns. As wild as that is to imagine. Will be another piece of Italy's history. Just like the Greeks, the Romans. Well, I've made an entire Italy video, and up until now I haven't mentioned the Roman Empire. My bad, I just double checked, and apparently it was the Normans who built the castle. They came in and kicked out the Arabs. There you go. They did a crusade. You know who the Normans are? I think you know who the Normans are. It's the same, yes, the very same Normans that conquered England. Yes, the Northern French. They just got around, didn't they? Okay, grazie.
Di niente.
The friendly locals of Castletown, helping me take some Instagram pictures. Who's the Instagram girl now? And you know, speaking of the Muslims and Crusades, you know what I'm thinking about right now? I mean, besides the Roman Empire, obviously. But besides that, I can't stop thinking how we are almost at the very edge of Europe. I mean, one of them. But I have always looked at the map and looked at Sicily and thought, wow, after that, not much else. After that is Africa, pretty much. I think there's like a few islands in like Malta or something in between. But hey, shut up, autistic brain. Since we're here, why don't we drive down to the southern coast of Sicily and go see the Mediterranean? That is what I'm into. That gets me excited. Geography. Alright, so I was just driving along, and then out of nowhere, I discovered this. Oh my god. Look at this thing! It's a Greek temple dedicated to Zeus in this random no-name town in Sicily. Only in Italy, man. Only in Italy. Every town is built on some Greek or Roman ruins. It's crazy. Alright. Don't look over that way. The Mediterranean is that way. I want to get the coolest vantage point possible. We've arrived at a little place that the Italians call the Stairway of the Turks. What a name. There it is, boys. There it is. Also, there it is, girls. The 15 to 20% of you. That is the Mediterranean, one of the most important, if not the most important seas in the world. Oh no. Oh, what is this commercialization? I want an unobstructed view of the Mediterranean. Come on now. Okay, it turns out you have to walk through the restaurant to get to the sea. Alright, I think I've fallen trapped to a clever marketing ploy. I don't know if this is the best vantage point of the Mediterranean Sea, but we are at the Mediterranean Sea, which is amazing. I believe this is the third time we're seeing it on this channel. Look at how clear the water is. Had no idea it was that clear. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Alright, should we take a dip in the Mediterranean? Even though I'm gonna have to take my shoes off and then my socks, and then I'm gonna have to put them back on after I have wet feet. And no, we're gonna go into the Mediterranean. Let's do this. Sticking pale white feet into the Mediterranean in Sicily. once in a lifetime experience. Oh, I love this. Water's warm. It's nice. No one's stolen my shoes yet. Beyond that water, you reach Tunisia, you reach Africa. Mambo, waka waka eh? It's a whole different world. This body of water separated Europe from everyone else. Separated Rome from Carthage. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Oh, I see a boat coming into the harbor over there. Is it, no, probably not. It's probably not a boat of migrants. Oh wait, my bad. Apparently that's the actual Stairway of the Turks right over there. Messed up. Now the sun's almost down. Oh. The only people up there are all Chinese. Oh. I hear my people. 还有人吗？
Very good.
只有你们吗？没有人了吗？
没有了，没有了。
我在说你的语言。
你说的好好。
没有。
你为什么会说中文？
拜拜。Never get tired of hearing that. Stairway of the Turks. I'm literally the last person climbing this. This is not the best idea. Hell yeah! Woo! Made it to the top of the Stairway of Turks. Stairway of the Turks. Turkish Stairway, whatever the hell it's called. Ah, yeah. This is what happens when you don't have a wife. This is what shit. Was it worth it driving 2 hours down to the southern coast of Sicily just to see this? Fuck yeah, it was. La dolce vita. Ah, Italia.